Today I am going to be doing an eye look with the new Smashbox Matte Exposure Palette. I'm so excited to have this palette. It's so beautiful. They're all matte shades and you've got your purple tones and your earthy autumnal neutral tones. Like, I'm so excited. So yeah, let's get straight into the tutorial. First off, I'm going to go in with Tonal, which is a peachy nude from the palette, and I'm going to use this as my transition colour. I'm using a blank canvas big fluffy brush for this, just to get right into the crease and get all the colour up as far as the brow bone, just to create a nice transition. So now I'm going in with the colour Suede, which is a soft red brown, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the outer corner of the eye, lower down than my transition shade, and just start deepening up the colour in my crease. Now I'm going in with Spice, which is a burnt orange colour, and this is my favourite colour from the palette, and I'm going to use a flat brush and pack this on the centre of my lid. So I'm not putting the colour into my inner corner, I'm focusing the colour on the centre of my lid, and I'll bring it out a little bit to the outer corner of my lid as well. But this shade I don't really want in the inner corner because I'm going to be highlighting the inner corner later. Once I have that colour packed on the lid, I'm going to go in with my brush from the second colour and just kind of smush this burnt orange colour from the lid into the crease, just so that there's no kind of harsh lines and it's all blended together nice and evenly. And then I'm going in with my brush from the transition shade and I'm just going to blend everything together. Just keep on doing this throughout the whole entire look, just so that all your shadows are blended nicely. I just went back in with that burnt orange colour Spice from the palette, and I'm just deepening up the outer V area here with my smaller blank canvas fluffy brush. So the kind of trick to this look is to keep building those colours. This is how you're going to get that intense, grungy, smoky look. With what's left from the fluffy brush, it had a little bit of that Spice burnt orange on it. I'm just connecting my lower lash line with the colours on my upper lid and crease, just so everything now is nice and seamless and connected. And I'm actually kind of bringing down that colour quite low onto my lower lash line, just to keep it nice and grungy. So with the colour Blackberry, which is a very deep burgundy colour, I'm going to use this now to smoke out my outer V. This colour is super pigmented, so I went in a little bit kind of full on and heavy, but not to worry, I smoke it out later on. I'm just using a small domed brush for this part of the eye look, and the dome brush is a blank canvas brush. And once I have smoked out that outer V, I go in with my fluffy brush from blank canvas with the Spice colour on it, and I'm just kind of smooshing it all together and blending it making sure there's no harsh lines, and kind of blending it up into the socket, so not high up into the crease area, but blending it into the socket lines, so when you open your eye you can see a bit of darkness and something going on, and when you close your eye or look down you can just see this lovely blend of various colors. And I go in with my dome brush again with what's left over on it, and I keep smoking it out. So I go back and forth between these two brushes for a little bit just to get the intensity that I want. And what's left over from that dome brush, I'm bringing it down onto the lower lash line and just buffing it all together. With a Kiko black kohl pencil, I'm going to tightline my waterline, which is always so much fun. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to smudge out my lash line with the kohl pencil as well. So it'll look a bit messy when you kind of start off with this technique, but I'm going to show you how I tidy it up and get a perfect straight line after I've gone in with this stage. So with a very, very small detail brush, I'm now smudging out that kohl pencil. So I'm taking my time and I'm going bit by bit, and soon you'll actually see a really, really nice straight line forming along the lash line. This is a perfect way to do your liner if you don't really require a winged look. So the reason why I like doing this is because the kohl pencil is movable. If you use a liner pen, it dries and then you pretty much can't sort of mold the shape of it after that. But this is movable and you can smudge it as much as you want, and you can smudge it up into your outer V as well if you want to. So now I went in with the detail brush and the blackberry shade from the palette, and as you can see I'm kind of angling the kohl liner up into a V angle, if you know what I mean. So this is going to create sort of a cat eye look, and I'm going to keep smudging it into the crease on the outer V just for that smoldered effect. And then with my blank canvas dome brush, I'm going to melt this in or blend this into the crease on the outer V. Just to clean up under my eye, I went in with my concealer brush that had a little bit of leftover concealer on it, and just to create sort of an upward angle on the outer corner of the eye, I just cleaned it up. I wanted to keep underneath still quite smoky and grungy, so I kept quite a lot of shadow underneath, as you can see, but I just didn't want it to be too messy. I kind of wanted it to look nice and clean. And with Buff from the palette, I'm going to pat this on my inner corner of my lid with a small flat brush. And this is just to open up my eye and just make my eye look bigger. And I just used a Maybelline liner pen just to set my liner. I only just went into the inner corner and just along the lash line basically. I didn't create a wing. It's just basically I did this just to perfect my liner. And I went in with Buff again, that pink nude shade, just to highlight under my brow. I didn't use any highlighter for this look because I wanted it to be very 90s, very grunge. So I suppose with grunge, you don't really need to use highlighter. To finish off the look, I'm using the Paris lashes by So Sue. They are not new, in case you're wondering why they look like that in the packaging. I've used them many, many times before. And that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next week.